Good morning. Before you dive into your day, take a few moments to center yourself because this is the beginning of something extraordinary. Right now, you stand at the doorway of a new day, a fresh opportunity to shape your world and take meaningful steps toward your dreams. Gratitude is the foundation for a positive, fulfilling, and peaceful life. When you begin each day with a heart full of gratitude, you set yourself up to approach your experiences with openness, optimism, and an elevated sense of well-being. Gratitude allows you to see your life from a perspective that isn't focused on what's missing, what's wrong, or what could be better. Instead, it focuses on what's right, what you have, and what's beautiful in your life at this moment. When you wake up in the morning, you have a choice. You can either let your mind wander to stress, worries, and to-dos, or you can take a moment to pause and appreciate the simple things in your life. That's what starting with gratitude is all about. It's the choice to focus on what's good. Even before you leave your bed, check your phone or think about the challenges you'll face. It's about grounding yourself in a sense of abundance where even the smallest blessings don't go unnoticed. Gratitude doesn't have to be grand. In fact, some of the most profound moments of gratitude come from noticing the small things around you. It could be the warmth of the sun through your window, the comfort of a cozy blanket, or the calmness of the quiet morning hours. When you start your day by noticing and appreciating these small details, you begin to train your mind to see more of them throughout your day. This shift in perspective has a ripple effect that creates a sense of contentment and satisfaction that stays with you, and it often influences how you respond to others and to the events that unfold. Studies show that gratitude has tangible benefits for both mental and physical health. People who regularly practice gratitude tend to experience lower stress levels, a greater sense of happiness, and better overall health. This happens because when you're grateful, you release dopamine and serotonin, your body's natural feel-good chemicals. When you start your day with gratitude, you're essentially giving yourself a natural boost that carries over into how you feel emotionally and physically as the day progresses. But gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's also an intentional act. It requires you to slow down and take stock of what's around you. In a fast-paced world, it's easy to forget to pause and look at what you already have. Your mind is likely focused on achieving, acquiring, and improving. Gratitude asks you to take a step back from all of that. It invites you to appreciate what's present in your life without wanting to change it or make it better. This shift from striving to simply being and appreciating can be incredibly powerful, especially in a world that constantly tells us we need more to be happy. When you practice gratitude, you become more resilient. Life is full of unexpected challenges and setbacks, and it's easy to feel disheartened when things don't go your way. However, gratitude gives you the strength to find the silver lining in even the most difficult situations. It doesn't mean ignoring the negatives or pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, it's about acknowledging the difficulties while also recognizing the good that still exists. This balance helps you navigate tough times with a calmer mind and an open heart, knowing that even in the hardest moments, there is something to be grateful for. Starting your day with gratitude is also an act of self-compassion. Often people are their own harshest critics, focusing on their flaws, mistakes, or things they wish they could change about themselves. When you practice gratitude, you're more likely to appreciate your strengths and the things you've accomplished, no matter how small they might seem. By celebrating these little victories, you build a healthier relationship with yourself, which in turn can boost your confidence, motivation, and self-worth. Acknowledging the ways in which you've grown and succeeded, rather than solely focusing on what you still need to accomplish, helps you approach each day with a sense of pride and self-assurance. Gratitude also strengthens your connections with others. When you're able to see and appreciate the good in your own life, it becomes easier to see and celebrate the good in others. You become more likely to express appreciation for the people who bring joy, support, and laughter into your life. This has a profound effect on your relationships, making them richer, more meaningful, and more supportive. People naturally respond positively to genuine appreciation, and when they feel valued, they're more inclined to support and uplift you in return. Another beautiful thing about gratitude is that it grounds you in the present moment. So often, people are focused on the future, what's next, what needs to be done, what's missing. Gratitude, on the other hand, brings your attention to what is here right now. It encourages you to slow down and savor each moment, to really notice the world around you and the experiences you're having. This kind of mindfulness is calming. It helps to reduce anxiety about the future and regret about the past. You can fully immerse yourself in each experience, knowing that there is something precious to be found in every day. Ultimately, starting with gratitude transforms your day from the inside out. By focusing on what's good and meaningful in your life, you create a mindset that is open, positive, and resilient. And while life will still bring its share of ups and downs, the way you perceive and react to these experiences will be fundamentally different when you're rooted in a state of thankfulness. Visualization is a powerful mental technique that has the potential to transform your life by aligning your thoughts and intentions with your goals. When you visualize success, you are creating a mental image of what achieving your goals looks and feels like, and in doing so, you activate the parts of your brain that would be engaged if you were actually living out that reality. This process isn't merely daydreaming, it is an intentional act of shaping your mindset, setting clear intentions, and priming your mind for success. Visualizing success starts by crafting a vivid mental image of your goals as if you have already achieved them. Imagine the details as specifically as possible, from the place where you are standing to the emotions you feel when you have accomplished what you set out to do. Picture yourself engaging confidently in the activities that will lead to this outcome. When you immerse yourself in this mental scenario, pay attention to every sensation. What are you seeing, hearing, and even smelling? The more sensory details you bring into this vision, the more real it will feel, and the more powerful its effect on your subconscious mind will be. The process of visualizing success has profound effects on your brain and body. When you create these mental images, your brain doesn't distinguish between real and imagined events. It activates neural pathways as though the success is actually happening, which can enhance your confidence, motivation, and belief in your ability to achieve your goals. In essence, visualization creates a rehearsal for success. Much like athletes who mentally practice their techniques before performing, this mental rehearsal primes you for real-life situations, building a sense of familiarity and reducing performance anxiety. To enhance the effectiveness of visualizing success, it helps to tie your vision to specific, actionable goals. Rather than seeing success as an abstract concept, break it down into steps or stages. Visualize yourself not only achieving the final outcome, but also successfully navigating the steps that lead there. If your goal is to perform well in a presentation, for example, see yourself confidently delivering each section, responding thoughtfully to questions, and engaging your audience. Picture the calmness in your posture, the steadiness in your voice, and the satisfaction that accompanies each moment of clarity and connection with the audience. By visualizing each part of the journey, you reinforce your belief in your capability to succeed and become more aware of the actions required to get there. The more you practice visualizing success, the more naturally it will come to you. This mental practice begins to influence your mindset and even your self-image. You start to see yourself as someone capable, resilient, and prepared rather than as someone merely hoping for the best. Your confidence grows because you've repeatedly seen yourself succeed in your mind. This belief in yourself translates into actual confidence when you face real-life situations. And that confidence can be the difference between approaching a challenge with fear or with determination. When you believe in your success, others are more likely to believe in it too. In addition to enhancing your confidence, visualizing success can help you stay focused on your goals. By repeatedly picturing your desired outcome, you train your mind to filter out distractions and focus on what truly matters. Your mind becomes more attuned to opportunities and solutions that align with your vision, almost as if you're attracting what you need to succeed. Visualization sets a mental compass that guides your actions and decisions toward your goals, often without you consciously realizing it. You may find that you start making choices that bring you closer to your goal because you are constantly reminded of what you want to achieve. Visualization also has the power to keep you motivated during times when challenges arise. The journey to success is rarely without obstacles, and setbacks can easily lead to self-doubt. However, if you have a clear mental picture of success, you have something to hold on to in those moments. By reconnecting with your vision, you remind yourself of why you are working so hard and what you stand to gain. Visualizing the joy, pride, and fulfillment that come with success can rekindle your motivation, helping you push through difficulties rather than giving up. It serves as a mental anchor, grounding you in your purpose and helping you persevere when the going gets tough. Another significant aspect of visualizing success is that it fosters a positive mindset. When you visualize success, you are focusing on a positive outcome rather than worrying about what could go wrong. This shift in focus reduces anxiety and promotes optimism. A positive mindset can make a huge difference in how you handle obstacles, how you interact with others, and how you feel about your progress. You start to see yourself as a successful person navigating a positive path, which can shape your experiences and the way you interpret events along the way. Visualization is not about avoiding the challenges or hardships of the journey. Instead, it's about reinforcing your belief that you have what it takes to overcome them. By visualizing yourself handling setbacks with grace and resilience, you prepare your mind for difficult moments. You're less likely to be surprised or overwhelmed by adversity because in your mind, you've already faced it successfully. This preparation empowers you to approach problems with a solutions-oriented mindset, improving your ability to adapt and find a way forward no matter what. Each time you visualize success, you strengthen your resolve, sharpen your focus, and nurture a mindset that is aligned with your goals. This isn't a passive process. It requires dedication, consistency, and a willingness to see yourself as someone who is capable of achieving great things. As you continually practice this, you'll find that you start approaching each day, each task, and each decision with a stronger sense of purpose and a clearer understanding of what you want to accomplish. Embracing positivity is about choosing to focus on what's good, uplifting and constructive, even when things don't go as planned. This mindset isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending that life is perfect. Rather, it's about building resilience and finding the strength to move forward in a healthy, balanced way. When you embrace positivity, you are actively choosing to interpret situations with an open mind, looking for the silver lining instead of dwelling on setbacks. This approach to life has the power to reshape your reality, as your thoughts greatly influence how you experience the world. The act of embracing positivity begins with self-awareness. It's natural for negative thoughts to arise, especially when you're stressed or facing difficulties, but being aware of these thoughts is the first step towards shifting your mindset. By paying attention to your inner dialogue, you can start to recognize patterns in your thinking. Do you often find yourself expecting the worst? Do you dwell on minor inconveniences, letting them cloud your mood for the rest of the day? Recognizing these tendencies allows you to interrupt them and replace them with more constructive thoughts. This doesn't mean forcing yourself to be cheerful at all times, but gently guiding your mind to see things from a different, more balanced perspective. A key part of embracing positivity is learning to reframe situations. Reframing is the practice of looking at a situation from a different angle, finding new meanings, and identifying hidden opportunities. For example, if you encounter a setback at work, instead of seeing it as a failure, you could view it as a learning experience that will ultimately make you stronger and more prepared for future challenges. This shift in perspective doesn't change the facts of the situation, but it changes how you feel about it. Instead of feeling defeated, you feel empowered. This reframing technique helps you develop a sense of optimism that is based on resilience, not just wishful thinking. Another powerful way to embrace positivity is through gratitude. Focusing on what you have rather than what you lack allows you to approach life from a place of abundance. By acknowledging the good things in your life, whether it's supportive friends, opportunities to learn, or even just small moments of joy, you are training your mind to see positives rather than focusing on negatives. Practicing gratitude can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to reflect on what went well, or keeping a journal where you write down things you're grateful for. Over time, this practice shifts your baseline attitude toward one of appreciation and contentment. Embracing positivity also involves the way you respond to challenges and stress. Life is full of unexpected twists, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed when things don't go as planned. However, when you approach these situations with a positive mindset, you are more likely to see them as opportunities for growth. Rather than giving in to frustration or despair, you focus on finding solutions and learning from the experience. This approach not only makes you more adaptable, but also builds your confidence as you realize you're capable of handling adversity with grace and strength. Surrounding yourself with positivity is another important aspect. The people you spend time with have a significant impact on your mindset, as attitudes and emotions are contagious. Choosing to be around people who uplift you, encourage you, and support your goals helps reinforce a positive outlook. When you're surrounded by positivity, it becomes easier to maintain your own. Positive influences remind you of what's possible and encourage you to aim high. They offer perspectives that can help you see things in a brighter light, which further strengthens your resolve to stay optimistic. A positive mindset also allows you to live in the present moment. Negativity often arises when we worry about the future or dwell on the past, but positivity is rooted in the here and now. By embracing positivity, you learn to appreciate what's happening around you and find joy in simple experiences. You're not bogged down by regrets or fears. Instead, you are fully engaged with the present, open to whatever it brings. This kind of mindfulness not only improves your mood, but also enhances your ability to connect with others, enjoy your surroundings, and appreciate life's little moments. Embracing positivity is a powerful choice, one that influences your thoughts, actions, and relationships. It helps you cultivate resilience, face challenges with courage, and see life through a lens of possibility rather than limitation. This mindset, once practiced regularly, becomes a natural part of how you approach the world, and it has the power to create a life filled with more joy, growth, and meaning. Taking responsibility is a transformative act that empowers you to take control of your life. It means owning your choices, actions, and even the way you respond to circumstances. When you take responsibility, you stop looking to external factors or other people to shape your experiences and instead recognize that you have the power to influence your reality. This mindset is not about self-blame or holding yourself to an impossible standard. Rather, it is about recognizing the role you play in your own life, both in your successes and your challenges. At its core, taking responsibility is about self-awareness. It requires you to honestly assess your actions, decisions, and thought patterns and understand how they impact your life and the people around you. This self-reflection can be humbling, as it often reveals areas where you could make better choices or where you have fallen short of your own expectations. However, this awareness is essential for growth. By acknowledging where you have room for improvement, you open up possibilities for positive change. This process of self-discovery leads to a deeper understanding of yourself and ultimately makes you more accountable for your own actions. Taking responsibility also involves a shift in mindset. It's easy to fall into a habit of blaming external factors, be it circumstances, other people, or even luck for your situation. However, this attitude keeps you stuck as it places control outside of yourself. When you take responsibility, you shift from a mindset of victimhood to one of empowerment. Rather than saying, "This happened to me and there's nothing I can do about it," you start to think, "This is my situation and I have the power to change how I respond to it." This shift allows you to see obstacles as challenges you can overcome, rather than as barriers that block your path. One powerful aspect of taking responsibility is understanding that you have the ability to choose your reactions. While you may not be able to control everything that happens to you, you can always control how you respond. Life will inevitably bring moments of difficulty, but how you choose to react to these moments defines your experience. If you take responsibility for your reactions, you're less likely to be overwhelmed by stress, anger, or frustration, and more likely to approach challenges with a calm and thoughtful attitude. This conscious choice to respond constructively strengthens your emotional resilience and improves your relationships, as you're able to communicate and act from a place of clarity rather than impulse. Taking responsibility also extends to how you treat others. When you own your words and actions, you create a foundation of trust and respect in your relationships. People can rely on you to be accountable, to follow through on commitments, and to admit when you've made a mistake. This openness fosters stronger connections as it shows others that you're willing to take responsibility for your role in the relationship, whether things are going well or there's a conflict. Being able to admit mistakes and take corrective action shows maturity and integrity, and it often encourages others to do the same, creating a more honest and supportive environment. In addition to strengthening your relationships, taking responsibility positively impacts your personal growth. When you accept responsibility for your personal and professional achievements as well as your setbacks, you empower yourself to learn and improve. Each experience, whether positive or negative, becomes an opportunity to grow. Rather than fearing failure, you start to see it as a valuable teacher, providing insights into areas where you can develop new skills, change your approach, or expand your understanding. This willingness to learn from your mistakes and take ownership of them leads to continuous improvement, making you more effective and capable over time. Taking responsibility also encourages a proactive approach to life. When you're responsible, you don't wait for success to find you, you actively seek it out. You set goals, make plans, and take intentional steps toward what you want to achieve. Instead of passively hoping for the best, you put in the effort to create the outcomes you desire. This proactive attitude helps you take advantage of opportunities and prepares you to handle challenges with confidence. It fosters a sense of independence and self-reliance as you come to trust your own ability to shape your life according to your vision. Moreover, taking responsibility instills a sense of pride and self-respect. When you take ownership of your actions, you develop a stronger belief in your capabilities and a greater sense of self-worth. You become someone who is accountable and reliable, someone who others can depend on. This integrity strengthens your character and makes you more confident in your ability to navigate life's complexities. Knowing that you have the strength and determination to take responsibility for yourself reinforces your self-esteem, which in turn empowers you to take on bigger challenges and pursue your goals with purpose. Ultimately, taking responsibility is about choosing to live consciously and with intention. It's the recognition that while life may not always be within your control, you can always control how you engage with it. This mindset creates a sense of stability and inner strength as you are no longer at the mercy of external forces, but are instead an active participant in shaping your own journey. When you take responsibility, you align your actions with your values, build resilience, and unlock your true potential, leading to a life of fulfillment and purpose. Focusing on progress rather than perfection is one of the most freeing and effective mindsets you can adopt in life. It is a reminder that growth is not about flawless execution, but about consistent improvement and effort. Many people get caught up in the pursuit of perfection, believing that only the perfect result is acceptable, which can lead to procrastination, self-doubt, and fear of failure. However, when you shift your mindset to value progress over perfection, you begin to appreciate the journey and every small step you take along the way. This mindset fosters resilience, creativity, and self-compassion, allowing you to continue moving forward, even when things don't go exactly as planned. One of the key benefits of focusing on progress is that it allows you to break free from the paralyzing effects of perfectionism. When you are focused on perfection, you may be afraid to start something unless you know you can do it flawlessly. You might find yourself putting off tasks, redoing work multiple times, or doubting your abilities because you fear making mistakes. This can create a cycle of self-criticism and procrastination that ultimately holds you back from making any real progress. However, by focusing on progress, you give yourself permission to start without the pressure of achieving perfection. You can begin with small, manageable steps and build momentum as you go, learning and improving along the way. Focusing on progress also allows you to celebrate your efforts and achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Each step you take is a victory, and each improvement, however minor, brings you closer to your goal. When you focus on these incremental successes, you create a positive reinforcement loop that motivates you to keep going. You begin to realize that success is not an all-or-nothing concept, but a series of small, consistent efforts that add up over time. This mindset makes you more resilient as you recognize that even setbacks and mistakes are part of the learning process. Rather than seeing them as failures, you view them as valuable lessons that contribute to your growth. Another important aspect of focusing on progress is that it encourages you to embrace a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This perspective contrasts with a fixed mindset, where people believe that their talents are innate and unchangeable. When you focus on progress, you see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as threats to your self-worth. You understand that improvement is always possible, and you become more willing to take on new challenges because you are not fixated on being perfect from the start. This approach fosters resilience and adaptability, qualities that are essential for long-term success. Focusing on progress over perfection also nurtures creativity and innovation. Perfectionism often stifles creativity because it limits your willingness to experiment or take risks. If you're constantly striving for a flawless outcome, you may avoid trying new ideas or exploring alternative approaches because you fear they won't turn out perfectly. However, when you prioritize progress, you become more open to exploring possibilities and thinking outside the box. You allow yourself to take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them, which leads to more creative and innovative solutions. By letting go of the need to be perfect, you create space for genuine inspiration and experimentation, which are essential components of creativity. This focus on progress also builds self-compassion. When you are striving for perfection, it's easy to become overly critical of yourself and to judge your worth based on your achievements. But when you shift your focus to progress, you begin to appreciate your efforts and recognize the courage it takes to keep trying, even in the face of setbacks. This self-compassion is a vital part of maintaining a positive self-image and mental well-being. By acknowledging your own efforts and treating yourself kindly, you build a sense of self-worth that is not tied to external validation or perfect outcomes. This compassionate approach makes it easier to recover from setbacks and to stay motivated, knowing that every effort is valuable regardless of the final result. Another important benefit of focusing on progress is that it leads to sustainable habits. The pursuit of perfection can often result in burnout, as the relentless drive to achieve a flawless result can drain your energy and enthusiasm. Progress, on the other hand, is about making steady, consistent improvements over time, which is a much more sustainable approach. When you focus on gradual improvements, you are more likely to develop habits that support your long-term goals, rather than sprinting toward an unrealistic standard that can't be maintained. This focus on sustainability allows you to build momentum, avoid burnout, and create lasting change in your life. Focusing on progress also encourages you to appreciate the journey itself, not just the destination. Life is full of highs and lows, and success is rarely a straight path. By valuing progress, you become more present and engaged in each step of the process, finding satisfaction in your growth and learning. This shift in perspective allows you to find joy in the journey, even if you haven't yet reached your ultimate goal. You begin to appreciate the small milestones, the lessons learned, and the personal growth that comes from the experience. This mindset fosters a sense of fulfillment that isn't dependent on achieving a perfect outcome, but is instead rooted in the ongoing journey of self-improvement. Ultimately, focusing on progress rather than perfection empowers you to become a more resilient, creative, and self-compassionate individual. It allows you to embrace challenges, celebrate your efforts, and find value in each step of the journey, leading to a more satisfying and fulfilling life. This mindset recognizes that growth is a process, and every small step forward brings you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. Being kind to yourself and others is one of the most valuable choices you can make, both for your own well-being and for the positive impact it has on those around you. Kindness is a powerful force that promotes compassion, empathy, and understanding. It creates a ripple effect, transforming your relationships, improving your mental health, and fostering a more supportive and connected environment. When you choose to be kind, you are choosing to bring positivity and goodwill into the world, starting with how you treat yourself. Being kind to yourself means practicing self-compassion. Many people hold themselves to incredibly high standards, often being their own harshest critics. While self-improvement is important, constantly judging yourself or focusing on your flaws can lead to low self-esteem, stress, and burnout. Self-kindness involves recognizing that you're human, capable of making mistakes and experiencing setbacks just like everyone else. Instead of criticizing yourself when things don't go as planned, self-compassion means treating yourself with the same patience and understanding you would offer to a friend. This supportive attitude helps build resilience, enabling you to bounce back from challenges with a positive mindset. Practicing kindness toward yourself also involves taking time to nurture your physical and mental health. This means listening to your body, taking breaks when needed, and respecting your own limits. When you prioritize self-care, whether by getting enough rest, engaging in hobbies you enjoy, or spending time with loved ones, you're giving yourself the kindness and care you deserve. This self-care isn't selfish, it's essential for your well-being. When you feel balanced and fulfilled, you're better able to bring kindness to others, as you're not operating from a place of depletion or exhaustion. Self-kindness ultimately strengthens your ability to show up fully and genuinely for the people in your life. Being kind to others begins with empathy, which is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. When you approach people with empathy, you're able to see things from their perspective, making it easier to respond with patience and compassion. This mindset helps you recognize that everyone has their own struggles and challenges, even if they're not immediately visible. Instead of jumping to conclusions or judgments, empathy allows you to give people the benefit of the doubt. By choosing kindness, you're creating a space for open communication, trust, and understanding in your relationships, which in turn strengthens your connections with others. Kindness toward others can take many forms, from offering a listening ear to helping someone in need or simply sharing a smile. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, can have a profound impact on someone's day. You may never know the full effect of a kind word or a thoughtful gesture, but these small acts contribute to a more positive and supportive world. When you show kindness to others, you not only brighten their day, but also encourage them to pass it on, creating a chain reaction of positivity. This ripple effect helps to build communities based on mutual respect and support, where people feel valued and appreciated. Another important aspect of kindness is forgiveness, both for yourself and for others. Holding on to grudges or dwelling on past mistakes can weigh heavily on your heart, creating feelings of resentment and bitterness. Forgiveness is an act of kindness that allows you to let go of these negative emotions, freeing yourself to move forward. When you forgive yourself for past mistakes, you release the burden of guilt and allow yourself to grow. Similarly, when you forgive others, you're choosing to prioritize peace over anger. This act of kindness promotes emotional healing and allows you to cultivate healthier, more harmonious relationships. Practicing kindness can also improve your mental and physical health. Studies show that acts of kindness release endorphins, often referred to as feel-good hormones, which boost mood and reduce stress. Kindness triggers the release of oxytocin, which has been linked to lower blood pressure and improved heart health. These benefits are not limited to the recipient of kindness, they extend to the person showing kindness as well. By choosing to be kind, you're not only making others feel better, but also enhancing your own well-being, creating a cycle of positivity that benefits everyone involved. Being kind doesn't mean that you have to agree with everyone or allow others to take advantage of you. True kindness involves setting healthy boundaries and respecting both your own needs and those of others. This balance allows you to be kind from a place of strength rather than obligation. When kindness is rooted in self-respect, it becomes a powerful tool that helps you engage with others in a way that's both compassionate and authentic. Choosing to be kind to yourself and others is a daily practice that builds over time. It's an intentional decision to bring more compassion, understanding, and love into your life. Through kindness, you can cultivate an environment of support and encouragement, lifting yourself and those around you. This approach not only enriches your own life, but also makes the world a more welcoming and connected place. Kindness is a gift that costs nothing but yields endless rewards, both for you and for the people who experience it. Staying present and mindful is about being fully engaged in the current moment, consciously focusing on what is happening here and now. This practice, often referred to as mindfulness, helps you connect with yourself and the world around you without getting caught up in distractions, regrets about the past, or anxieties about the future. By staying present, you cultivate a sense of peace, clarity, and control that allows you to make the most of every moment, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant it may be. Mindfulness doesn't require you to change anything about your surroundings or circumstances. Rather, it invites you to change the way you perceive and interact with them. One of the most powerful benefits of staying present is its ability to reduce stress. Many people experience stress as a result of overthinking, constantly replaying past events, or worrying about what lies ahead. These thoughts pull you out of the present moment and place you in a mental space where you are reliving or pre-living situations that you cannot control. Mindfulness brings you back to what you can control, the current moment. By focusing on your breath, your senses, or the task at hand, you ground yourself in the present, which calms your nervous system and alleviates stress. This focus on the now helps you feel centered and less overwhelmed by what may or may not happen later. Mindfulness also enhances your ability to focus and improve productivity. When you're present, you give your full attention to the task in front of you, which allows you to work more efficiently and make fewer mistakes. Multitasking or jumping between thoughts can lead to mental clutter, reducing the quality of your work and often causing frustration. By dedicating your focus to one thing at a time, you can achieve a flow state where you become deeply engaged and lose track of time because you're so absorbed in what you're doing. This focused state not only boosts your productivity, but also allows you to experience a sense of fulfillment from fully immersing yourself in your work. Staying present also improves your relationships as it allows you to engage with others in a more genuine and attentive way. When you're mindful, you listen more deeply and respond more thoughtfully, rather than letting your mind wander or focusing on what you'll say next. This deep listening shows respect and empathy, helping you connect with others on a meaningful level. Mindfulness can also help you become more attuned to subtle nonverbal cues like body language and tone of voice, which enhances your understanding of others' feelings and needs. As a result, you're able to communicate more effectively and build stronger, more supportive relationships. Practicing mindfulness can also bring a greater sense of gratitude and appreciation for life. When you're fully present, you begin to notice and savor the small joys around you, like the warmth of sunlight, the taste of your favorite food, or the laughter of a friend. These experiences, which might otherwise go unnoticed in a busy or distracted state, become sources of happiness and gratitude. By acknowledging and appreciating these simple pleasures, you cultivate a positive outlook on life that is rooted in appreciation for what you have right now. This shift in focus from what's missing to what's present enriches your life with a sense of contentment and fulfillment. Mindfulness encourages you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This non-judgmental awareness helps you understand yourself better, as it allows you to see your mental and emotional patterns without getting caught up in them. Instead of reacting impulsively to thoughts or emotions, mindfulness allows you to pause and consider your response. For example, if you feel angry or frustrated, staying present helps you recognize the emotion without letting it control your actions. This calm observation gives you the power to choose how you respond, which can lead to more positive and intentional actions. One of the most important aspects of staying present and mindful is that it teaches you to let go of control over things you cannot change. Many people struggle with acceptance, resisting circumstances or outcomes that they find unpleasant or challenging. Mindfulness teaches you to observe these situations without resistance, accepting them as they are without judgment. This acceptance doesn't mean that you give up on improving or changing things. Rather, it means that you don't waste energy wishing things were different. By staying grounded in the present, you focus on what you can do here and now, giving you the freedom to respond to life as it unfolds rather than as you wish it would be. Mindfulness is also a tool for cultivating resilience, as it helps you stay steady in the face of life's ups and downs. Life is filled with uncertainties and challenges, but when you're grounded in the present moment, you are better equipped to handle them. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting your emotions dictate your actions, you can approach each situation with calmness and clarity. This resilience allows you to stay balanced and adaptable, no matter what challenges come your way. By focusing on the present, you learn that you have the inner strength to face whatever arises without being overwhelmed. Staying present also enriches your self-awareness, as it helps you to understand your values, desires, and motivations more deeply. When you're mindful, you're more in tune with your authentic self and less influenced by external pressures or expectations. This alignment with your true self allows you to make decisions that are more meaningful and fulfilling, as they come from a place of inner clarity rather than societal demands or fleeting desires. Through mindfulness, you cultivate a sense of inner peace that comes from knowing yourself and living in accordance with your values. Ultimately, staying present and mindful is about finding peace within each moment, regardless of external circumstances. It's about letting go of distractions, expectations, and worries so you can fully engage with life as it is happening. This approach brings clarity, focus, and joy, helping you make the most of every experience. By choosing to stay present, you create a foundation for a more intentional, meaningful, and fulfilling life. In conclusion, starting each day with gratitude, visualizing your success, embracing positivity, and taking responsibility lays a strong foundation for personal growth and fulfillment. Focusing on progress over perfection keeps you moving forward without the burden of unrealistic expectations, while kindness both towards yourself and others creates a ripple of compassion and understanding. Staying present and mindful allows you to engage fully with each moment, finding peace and purpose in both challenges and triumphs. By integrating these principles into your life, you become empowered to navigate each day with clarity, resilience, and a sense of joy that transcends any obstacles in your path. Each day is an opportunity to build a life aligned with your values and to make a meaningful impact on yourself and those around you. Embrace it fully and let these guiding principles illuminate your journey.